collectors, what form do you think Zambians or African in general consider as art or a solid investment?
That question is a tough one. But according to my Calebic theory, like I said, if you talk about culture now and preserving our history, that's a big investment you can do. Okay. You know, like I'll just give an example of my work, like I said earlier. It's now when people, they know that they can save their money in artworks and everything. So for you as like way back, as Africans, we used to do art about our culture. You know, they used to make sculptures, even some few paintings and ABCD, like the way Egyptians used to do their thing. So for me, on that one, I can just say that if you can also add your culture and try to preserve your culture in your artwork, I think that's some good investment, because your works will worth a lot of money than if you just spent anything, maybe a flower or something. But if you talk about something that you feel like the government can even keep in their archives, it's really a good investment in that. Yeah. So yeah, on that one, that's how I can answer.
They said, what advice can you give to somebody starting out as an art collector?
Oh, an advice to someone who is starting as an art collector. Mm-hmm. That's very hard to answer. That's very hard to answer. But because the reason why it's hard, because each and every art collector, they've got their own choices to begin with. And like I said, we have got different types of artworks, and all art matters. Believe me, whether it's realistic, it's abstract, it's your reason, semi-abstract sculptures and ABCD. So it's very hard to advise a new collector on how to start collecting the work, because it's up to the individual. If a collector doesn't love my work, there's no way I can say that stop collecting art. If that person loves sculptures, let that person continue collecting. Or if that person loves abstract and ABCD, let that person continue. But the biggest advice I can give is that once you start collecting art, you are doing a big investment. Because if you buy an artwork now, let's say at $1, I'm just giving an example. When you plan to sell it, you won't sell it at that price. So collectors should have that mentality of knowing that this is not just an art piece I'm buying. This is money I'm investing. You know, in future, I can resell the work and make more money, even 10 times the price that I bought it. So whichever taste they have with art, it's up to them. They can buy any artworks, but they should just know that this is investment. I always tell even my clients who are not even collectors, like they'll be like, come on, Carl, this is expensive. I always tell them, I'm like, yeah, you see, it's expensive. In future, when you plan to sell this work of mine, it will worth more than you think. So they'll be like, oh, I can even do that. I'm like, yes, even if you buy it today, if you want to sell it, you won't sell it at the price that you bought it from me. It's up to you, you increase your price.
So how do you identify a quality piece? And are there a few key things to look out for?
A quality piece.
Mm-hmm. So if you went to an art gallery as an art collector and you were looking for, okay, this is a good piece. And maybe you haven't even started, like you don't have a taste, but you just want to pick a good
quality piece. First of all, for me, I start with the combination of colors, how you combine. Because certain colors, they don't get along and they kill each other. And like you have said, even if it's not my taste, or there are some works whereby an artist paint a work and it's a beautiful piece, but it's looking like dirt, you know? Like the colors, it just looks like dirt, whereby you don't feel like hanging it in your house, but it's a very good and beautiful piece. So even for me, the combination of colors, the presentation, the way it's stretched and everything also matters for me. You say this is quality or this is not quality.
How do you identify like cheap material in a painting, let's say?
Like, okay, normally we use canvas, and we have, of course, we have different qualities of canvas, and there's some clients who even follows how the quality is for the canvas, because they know that this painting, they want it to last for so many years. And some people, they just pick any cloth and bed sheet or a curtain or some material which is not even strong, that can be destroyed, even less than a year. So if you want your work to be a quality work and you're asking a lot of money from your work, at least you have to use a proper material and good quality of canvas, so that even if you charge the amount, it's worth it. It shouldn't be like you're stealing from the clients. It should be worth it. You need to invest in good materials to create a very beautiful and good piece.
Do you think about the art market when you're creating your pieces? Like, do you think about, currently in Zambia, people want to buy a lot of Afrocentric pieces. So for my next exhibition, I'm going to create Afrocentric pieces.
Yes, I do that.
You do.
You just always have to be updated as an artist.
Okay.
When you're creating, you also have to think about the market. You know that some targeting, that's how it is.